On episode 230 of He Said, She Said movie reviews, we take a look at Jurassic World Dominion. Welcome to He Said, She Said movie reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just got back from seeing Jurassic World Dominion. What do you give this one, April?
Apologies, everyone. I don't think I could go above a 2.
Okay, 2's fair enough. I'm going to give this one, I'm giving it a 3 for the special effects and the CGI. Other than that, if it wasn't a dinosaur movie, it'd probably be a 2.5 for me. We'll tell you all about it right after these 2 trailers.
All righty. The first one was Vengeance. A radio host from New York City attempts to solve the murder of a girl he hooked up with and travels down south to investigate the circumstances of her death and discovers along the way what happens to her. The release date's July 29th, 2022, starring BJ Novak, Grayson Berry, and Isabella Amara.
This movie is directed and written by BJ Novak.
Yeah,
everybody knows him from The Office. This is a comedy, and it looks like it's going to be super funny.
Okay, looks really good. Second one is Fall. Best friends Becky and Hunter find themselves at the top of a 2,000-foot radio tower. Release date August 12th, 2022, starring Grace Caroline Currey, Virginia Gardner, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yep, Negan. If you want to see an interesting trailer, go watch on YouTube the trailer for Fall. I couldn't believe this when we saw it. It was like, holy
you're right.
Interesting.
You're right, Tim. I forgot about that.
So, Jurassic World Dominion. The storyline, this is 4 years after the destruction of Isla Nublar. Dinosaurs now live and hunt alongside humans all over the world. The fragile balance will reshape the future and determine once and for all whether human beings are to remain the apex predator on the planet they now share with history's most fearsome creatures in a new era.
All right, director Colin Trevorrow. That was pretty good, Tim.
Thank you.
Known for The Book of Henry and Jurassic World. Writers Emily Carmichael. She's known for Pacific Rim, Uprising. Colin, again, Trevorrow, known for Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World. And then Derek Connolly, known for Star Wars again, Rise of Skywalker, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World.
You think Colin and Derek are BFFs?
I think they are. I think we can assume that.
Okay, this has a huge cast, of course, but the main actors are Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, DeWanda Wise, Mamoudou Athie, Isabella Sermon, Campbell Scott, and B.D. Wong.
Runtime 147 minutes, which was exceedingly painful for me. Rated PG-13 for intense sequences of action, some violence, and language. Way too long, guys. This movie, I need to sound off, was all over the place. And it was painful. There's no other word. I got up many times walking up and down, up and down, up and down at the theater. It was just very, and by the way, I love all of the top billing stars. There's no reason. And with the storyline, with everything else, I should not be responding this way. I mean, to me, it was a failure.
Well, I kind of agree with you because I sat there first of all, let me say one thing. This movie was all over the place. It had way too much going on. They tried to do too much with the plot. They brought, the old to the new. There was no clear protagonist in this movie whatsoever. Who was the star of the movie? I mean,
I know.
I mean, you know what I mean? There was no, or not who was the star of the movie, but who was the story about? It certainly wasn't about any of the main characters.
I know.
And it was like I said, it was all over the place. And the thing, the theme about this movie, and I found it kind of, especially
sad.
Well, without going into to spoiling the movie, at the very end of the movie, there's a little voiceover thing, and it was so preachy. But the main theme of this is man is destroying the earth, and what comes is all our fault. And this movie was very much preachy at the end.
Yes, I'm going to move forward with acting and characters if we could. Okay. I do agree with you. I do, and it was odd. I mean, the whole thing to me was odd. Acting and characters, some were good, and others seemed forced.
Yeah,
it was weird.
That one villain,
the flipness.
The one villain lady, I couldn't even get into her. You know, the one who was calling the raptors with her little, whatever.
Yeah.
In the direction, once again, as I just said, I think there was too much going on, and the movie was all over the place.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just don't think they brought it together very well.
No, they didn't. The score, I mean, what'd you think about that?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, hearing the classic Jurassic Park theme, wandering in and out of the movie, it gave me goosebumps and stuff.
And the cinematography is something I enjoyed. It was stunning. The night scenes, those were done really well.
Yeah, well, once again, if you've listened to this podcast at all, you know one of my big nitpicks about a movie is if it has night scenes and you just can't see what's happening on the screen. They did a really good job of the scenes that were in the dark that you could at least see what was going on. It's a visually stunning movie. Of course, you know, like it's typical eye candy, but I did think some of the CGI scenes, of the CGI dinosaurs, they almost seem like animatrons and like something you'd see in Disney World in It's a Small World. I think some of them were kind of lame.
Oh, that's where you're going with that.
Yeah, I thought some of the dinosaur CGI was really bad.
Yeah, but on a couple of them, though, weren't they really good?
Yeah, some of it was really good. Like if it was a star dinosaur, but these second dinosaurs...
You're right. We talked about that in one of the forest
The NPC
scenes.
Dinosaurs weren't very good looking.
True.
That's just,
all right, the editing was okay. Pace for a 2.5-hour movie. Tim says it moved along. It did not for me.
Because you're not into dinosaurs, honey.
Yeah, but it did not move along for me. The dialogue was corny and cliche. It was just not. I mean, I'm serious. It was strange.
Well, once again, that preachy voiceover at the end of this movie, come on, I understand.
Why don't you take on the story arc? What do you think about that?
Well, once again, I think I've already addressed that. There was no obvious protagonist in this movie, and it was all over the place.
Yeah.
I think they could have brought the story much together and not had it all over the place, and it would have been a lot better movie.
Now, it was really good to see Laura Dern again. It was great to see, I mean, so many of the characters that I knew when we were younger come back. You know what I mean? I just like Sam Neill. It was good to see him. I love Dallas Bryce. She's fantastic. Love Chris Pratt. There's no reason I should feel this way about the movie. But
because there was no story.
Yeah.
I mean, bottom line, I think if you're a Jurassic Park franchise lover, you're going to love this movie.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't, because I've talked to people.
But you're not a Jurassic Park franchise lover.
No, but I've talked to people that are.
Okay. I think you might like this if you're a Jurassic Park person. I think the magic of Jurassic Park was in the very first movie.
Yes.
And they've tried to bring that magic back every time. And they've failed almost every time since then.
Okay.
My opinion.
And I guess I'm more in a rush, too, because I've seen so many good movies lately. So I'm super excited to get busy recording about those. And I just hope... I hope good news spreads just as quickly with movie reviews and not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
All right, everybody.
I can respect that. So Jurassic Park World Dominion. April gives this movie, what did you 2 stars?
I said it 2.
And I give it 2.5 stars.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. Happy summer. Enjoy yourselves. I hope you're staying healthy and happy. Thank you so much for all of you. We really appreciate you.
See you at the movies.
See you at the movies.